Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to this session. How did that first session go? Put into the chat um, how your first session went. What is a key takeaway you're taking away from the first session? Welcome back. Oh, Jesus. Welcome back to. All right. Yes, welcome. So please put into your chat, how did the first session go? What is your key takeaway? What is something that you heard that moved you? I stepped into the roots of well-being, and I just 3 minutes, but in that 3 minutes, I was already transformed by hearing Lulu say, if we are far away from nature, we are far away from our spirits. And she also offered that walking barefoot is an important way to wellness because we are in touch with the earth. So I was especially moved by that. Thank you, Lulu. I'd love to hear from some other people. How were you touched by the things that folks were saying in the workshop? How were you touched by things that folks were saying in the workshop? Yeah, it was deep in a good way. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we are even excited for you to continue to check through and chat through the website experience. Go ahead and put other insights you're having. If you haven't already done so, please introduce yourself with your name and your organization also in the chat so people can see some of the organizations that are here. So let's also, during this time, have a shout out to the organizations, a shout out to the folks that are in the room. So shout out your organization, shout out your part of the San Francisco community. We'd love to know who's here as well. Did you know that you can go to the People tab and click on any person here? You can also go to your profile and update your picture as well. So if you want your picture to appear in the attendees, a headshot, go ahead and drop a pic into the headshots. All right, just keep it PG-13. I'd like to get invited back next year to host, so I want to get this gig again. So keep it PG-13. All right, and we say welcome to Huckleberry Youth Programs. We say welcome to Yaneli and Restorative. She's also at Huckleberry. Welcome to the Mission Girls. JCYC, welcome. San Francisco Conservation Corps. We shout you out. Important work you all are doing. And My Path is here, and DCYF is here. Horizons, let's go. All right, YCD, let's go, young community developers. And the reentry work that is so important. And even in the midst of that, I'm also seeing that people are getting their key takeaways from the event. And so I'm seeing that someone said, Norma said, perspective is key. Viewing all the currencies as capital. Important to get the bag. Speaking of spirit, mind, and emotional. And I also just call out one more. It's okay to be a mess. All right. Grieving looks different for all of us. So there's so much power in being vulnerable. And I know that Gingy probably dropped some gems in her session as well. All right. So we're super excited about that. Listen, we put in this little bit of time to also be able to have you go refresh, get some tea, get some coffee, and you can also go to the restroom or something else, but don't work. Try not to look at the email. I know it's popping up on your iPad. It's popping up on your phone. It's popping up on your third monitor. But try to refresh in the spirit of wellness, all right? And in the meantime, we'll keep putting memes and chat in the chat window. And then we'll have some music from our official convening DJ, DJ D Sharp. We hear you. We heard music before. We heard it feels good. Yeah, but it went away. Not yet. Gingy, how was the conversation in your workshop? You're coming.
So glad you made it. I am so glad you made it.
Come
I want
on.
my team to hit up the chat box. Over the
Yeah.
last 3 years, if you've been through something, I want you to say, I'm so glad you made it. And what we learned about in regards to collective grief is that we had to grieve publicly. But what we know is everybody went through something. And the fact that you're here today, the fact that you're still standing, you are legacy walking.
Wow.
And that means that for those of us who've made it, is that we also should take this opportunity to write it down, to speak it. Frank, we also said, because some people got emotional, and maybe some of you are right now, and just taking a deep breath, is to remember to breathe. And that there's a Native American proverb that says, if the eyes had no tears, the soul would have no rainbow.
Mm.
Now, Frank, as we wait for music, I also want to say, I think we got a singer on this call right now. Maybe you got a song to offer. Hey, folks, he's about to laugh right now at us. If anyone wants to hear Franklin give a little tune while we wait for the DJ to come back in, let's hit up the chat box right now. If you want to hear Franklin give us a little tune, don't mind he has a cold. This is love. This is love. Let's hit up the chat box before we go to a break. How's the chat box looking, Frank? I can't see it, so you got to be honest. What they saying?
I appreciate that invitation, and I absolutely will not tear people's ears up with the current condition of my vocals. But I am excited. I really, seriously, this idea that you are legacy walking is amazing. And if we literally pause that, there's this whole notion that I read about where it literally reminded me, like, if our parents had not met, we wouldn't be here. And if you literally balloon that out to the family tree that you have, if you literally balloon that out to the process of humans becoming humanoid, if you literally balloon that out to the universe and everything that had to come together for there to be a solar system, everything that had to come together for there to be an Earth, everything, billions and trillions of stars. And here we are at this moment in time. It kind of humbles you. Like we are here at this moment in time as legacy. And so many things had to collide at exactly the right moment to create us. And so it matters. We matter. You matter. And so we're super excited about just getting that sense that then I get to walk this earth with the folks that are on this call. So if you see me in traffic, say hello. If you see me in traffic, greet me and just remind me. So I'm so delighted that we got to connect on this call and that time has come together for us to have this call as well. Well, I hope you have had, Ginger, go ahead.
Yeah, I think, is it time for us to go to workshops, or can I queue up one of time for workshops? Okay, because I almost had an old school jam. So if anybody, when we come back, wants to hear Pump Up the Jam, if you know, then hit me in the chat box and let us know. And after workshops, we'll play Pump Up the Jam as we come in. All right, Frank.
All right. Our second round of workshops are in play. And I'm getting the signal from my team that we're ready to roll. So second set of workshops, click in the agenda, go to your second set of workshops. Of course, we have Lulu is coming back. So you've heard about the roots of well-being. So you can didn't get to go to that the first time. You can go to that. And then we're going to have a special presentation that is connecting sound resonance from our colleagues from the Filipino Mental Health Initiative. So you can also go check out the lounge as well. But we'll be here for the closing. So when you're done, click on closing, where we don't go away too soon, because we're going to have an inspiring an inspiring keynote from Gingy Heiston in just a second after the next set of workshops, and more music from DJ D Sharp. So I'll see you at the workshops. Fly me to the moon. Let
Yes.
me play among the stars. Let me see what's happening on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,